everybody, I am back. I know it has been a few weeks. I apologize. I have just not, honest to God, wanted to sit here in this room and film anything. I know, that's really, really bad, but I'll just tell you the truth. I haven't wanted to do this for a few weeks, and now I have a little bit of energy, and I have a shit ton of favorites to go through, so if you guys are interested in seeing all of my December, January, February, up until right now's favorites, just keep watching. By the way, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Brittany. Please do not forget to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy my video, and please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying very, very hard. Well, not that hard because I took like, what, almost a month off of filming? Let's get real here. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers though, because I do have a bunch of products and things in a giveaway for when I do reach 1,000. So if you want to be in that 1,000 subscriber giveaway, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below. By the way, if you see boxes here off to the side, I am hopefully going to be filming a second video today. This is going to be an unboxing. I have 4 boxes of products behind me. It's going to be a pretty big unboxing. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing what's in those boxes, you will have to stay tuned for my next video. Anyway, let's just jump into my favorites because I'm not kidding when I tell you I have a shit ton of things to go through. It's like not even funny. So I'm going to try my best not to ramble on and on and on about each product as I'm talking about them. I'm basically just going to say, yeah, I've been using it a while. It's a favorite. Yeah, go get it. So I'm just going to start off with skincare first. I do have 5 skincare items I'm going to be talking about. So the first thing here is a Microderm abrasion. This is by Rodan and Fields. It's a Microderm abrasion paste. So it's very, very thick in consistency. This is what it looks like inside. It has almost like a citrusy type smell to it. I can't really pinpoint exactly what it smells like, but it does have like a slight citrus sort of smell to it. This is an extremely abrasive Microderm abrasion. I fell in love with this when I had a sample of it last year and just was like, oh my god, I need it. It's like $98. It's so expensive. I waited until the Black Friday sale and I got this for like $60 something. So I was like really, really happy because I'm just in love with this. I'm not even kidding. I put this all over my face, down to my neck and on my chest area, and it does a phenomenal job. Trick to this though, you do not want to have wet skin when you do it. So if you're someone with like really, really sensitive skin, I don't honestly suggest you use this. It's very hydrating afterwards, but it's very abrasive. So if you have really, really sensitive thin skin, I don't suggest you use this at all. So in the directions, it actually says, massage directly onto skin and face or body for 30 to 60 seconds. Do not wet skin before use. I always thought that was really odd when I first started using this. I was like, why don't you wet your skin? Like, it just sounds weird to me. Unfortunately, me, because I have a cake face of makeup every single day, I have to wash my face first before I use this. So I wash my face, pat dry, and then I go in with this and just like massage it all over into my skin, down my neck and on my chest. And then I rinse it off in the shower. I'm not kidding when I tell you, you have like a baby butt soft face. It is so good. It takes away like the whole top dermis of your skin. It's like insane. It's so good. And on top of it, whatever is in here, it hydrates your skin at the same time. So you don't have to go in with like a moisturizer right after this. You could just leave it because it almost feels like a silky Vaseline-y type texture left behind. I don't know if this is making sense, but it's hydrating at the same time as it's taking away your dead skin. Does that make sense? I hope it does. But I know I said I wasn't going to ramble, but I really, really like this, and it's really, really good. The next product, I do think I've talked about the sample size of this in a long time ago favorites video that I did, but this is the Dr. Brandt Microderm abrasion. I use this probably like 3 or 4 times a week. By the way, I only use this maybe once or twice every 2 weeks. I don't use it too frequently, just so you all know. But this one, on the other hand, I use a lot more frequently. It's a lot finer. I love the smell of this. It's kind of weird. This brings back a strange memory for me, the scent. Like, this is going to sound really fucking weird for people who don't know me, okay? I used to work at Battleship Cove years and years ago when I was like 18. And I was just like a maintenance worker. And I used to like go around cleaning and everything. This smells like one of the cleaners that I used to use down there, and that's so strange to me. It just brings back that memory every time I use it on my face. I'm like, oh my god, Battleship Cove. Like, how odd is that? Something's wrong with me. But It does have a very citrusy scent, again, like lemons. I really do like it. It's very refreshing, even though it smells like cleaner to me. But this is a lot less abrasive on the skin. It's kind of like a really, really fine sand, and I love this. When I tell you, I'm not kidding, this is going to sound really bizarre. So I have this line in the middle of my eyes here that I cannot stand, and I try not to squint and make too many faces all day long, even though it's really hard for me not to, because my foundation will settle into that line. No matter what foundation I use, it does not matter. It always will settle in that. Since I've been using this so many times a week, like 3 or 4 times a week, I've noticed that that line is a lot less, like, deep. It's less, cratered right there in the center. It's weird, and I honestly didn't think using a product like this would really help with, you know, fine lines and wrinkles and stuff, because that's pretty abrupt on my face. But I gotta tell you, it does wonders. My foundation has not been settling in that at all. At all. It's so good. So I definitely recommend this. This here is the Origins Original Skin Retexturizing Mask with Rose Clay. I have been obsessed with this for a while now. I had a sample version and fell in love with it and went out and bought the big version because it is just my favorite. It only takes like 5 minutes to dry when you apply it, and it does have slight little grits in there, nothing too crazy, and it does smell like roses. So after it dries, you take like a hot washcloth or whatever and you wipe it off your face, and it also is like a microderm in a sense because it's removing the dead layer as you're trying to take the mask off because it has those little grits in it. I don't even know what's in it, honestly, but I love it. It's such a favorite mask for me. I'm obsessed with it. So I have a new favorite eye cream. For those of you who know, I am like obsessed with the Dr. Dennis Gross C+ collagen, whatever the heck the orange tube is. I don't even know because I've been using this one so much now. So this is the Dr. Dennis Gross Hyaluronic Marine Do It All Eye Gel. I love this. It doesn't stay as moisturizing underneath the eye as the other one, but this one, when I tell you, has just been doing wonders for my fine lines under my eyes. I'm obsessed with it. It's not drying or anything like that. It's still hydrating, but not as hydrating as the other one, if that makes sense. But like, you wouldn't really know. My makeup doesn't look like it's caking up under my eyes or anything like that. So this is so good. It's actually cheaper than the other one, which is kind of a plus because the other one's like $65, I think, and this one's like $48. So there's like a really big price difference, but I've really been enjoying this lately. So yeah, I'm so glad I found another eye cream. And this is my last skincare product. This is just the Mario Badescu Facial Spray with Aloe, and this is the lavender scent. It's just, oh my god, I am obsessed with the smell of lavender. It's just my favorite. It brings me back to Tennessee because we used to grow lavender like in the yards and stuff, and my grandfather used to have greenhouses down there with like tons of different herbs, and like lavender's just always been my favorite. It just always brings me right back to my childhood. So I love this spray. I use it at night after I put my skincare on. I'll just spritz my face a little bit and my chest, and it just puts me like in a really nice mood to go to sleep. So I love this. Alright, moving on to primers. I have 4 favorite primers, and I don't know why I have 4 favorite primers. You'd think I'd be able to pinpoint 1 or 2, but I can't. I am obsessed with all 4 of these. This first one is the one I actually used today. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. It's so damn good. If you have dry skin, or your skin just feels like it could be a little more hydrated, this stuff is so damn good. So damn good. I tried a sample, because I'm like into the samples lately. I tried a sample of it, fell in love, and had to get the bigger bottle. The other thing, if you're looking for like a primer that's going to keep you matte all day, it's not going to be this one. This one, after about 6 hours of wear for me, I will notice my skin starts to look a little dewy, but it's not like a gross dewy. It's not like a, oh my god, I need to blot my face, I'm looking oily dewy. It's like a nice glowing from within. I just look flush and my skin looks healthy. That's the kind of dewy I'm talking about, if that makes sense at all. I don't know. So I've just really been enjoying this. The next one is by Origins. This is that new one that I actually did in my last haul video. I was showing you guys what it looked like on the back of my hand. I've really been enjoying this. I don't know. I love it. The smell of it. Everything. It's really, really nice. It comes out cooling, so when you apply it to your face, it feels nice and refreshing. And it just leaves like a really nice base. Like not sticky, not too tacky, but not too dry, so that when you put your foundation on, it just goes on really, really nice. It doesn't settle into pores or anything like that. If anything, I noticed like it helps fill in my chin line so that my foundation doesn't settle in that line either. I really like it. I don't really have anything else to say about it, but I have been loving this. And then I bit the bullet on this one. This is probably the most expensive freaking primer I will ever buy. This $60 freaking for this, but it's the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Everybody seems to talk about this, and I'm like, what the hell is so good about it? Well, everything is good about it. It has a very similar scent to the Origins one. There must be like something very similar in these for the ingredients, because they do have a slight, I smell something that smells just like the other one. I don't know if that makes sense. A little bit goes a long way. I've been using this for weeks, and I'm not kidding when I say it was like filled to the brim. I was like, holy shit. Because normally when you buy like high-end products, you don't really get a whole lot of product in it. You're just paying for the jar, I feel like. But this was definitely filled to the brim. I really, really like it. It's very, very thick, but it's not like a tacky, wet sort of thick. So when you put it on, it absorbs into your skin for hydration, and then it leaves like a beautiful, flawless base for your foundation. And my foundation goes on so beautifully. This kind of reminds me a lot of the primerizer in a sense, because after a few hours, I will notice that I start to look dewy, but not in a bad way. And I'm usually someone who likes to look matte, only because I know my makeup's gonna last when it's matte all the time. But I have to be honest, it doesn't move, it doesn't look bad. It actually looks like I kind of went on a quick walk or something. Like I look, that sounds weird, like I went on a quick walk. Because I don't go for a jog or a run, God forbid, no way. But a quick walk I'll do. I don't know. I'm starting to sound a little crazy, but hopefully that makes sense. I just really like the way it looks on my skin and how it feels. The last primer I'm going to talk about is the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer Base. So this is kind of like a moussey, bouncy, moussey paste sort of texture. I couldn't really explain it to you, but it goes on like silk, so that's what it looks like in the jar. A little bit goes a long way when I tell you this. I am not kidding. A little bit goes a very long way. If you put too much, it's just gonna not be good. So I had to experiment with that, because one day I put way too much on like my little lines around my nose and on my forehead and stuff, and it actually moved my foundation because it was just too heavy of this. And at first I didn't like it. But then when I went in a little lighter, just a little tap, and then I put it on any fine lines, especially around my nose, my foundation will not break up at all in my lines, and I love that because I'm constantly making faces all day long. I don't know what it is. I'm a very, like, characterized person. I don't really know the word I'm looking for right now, but I'm constantly making faces. Everybody looks at my freaking faces. I have a face for everything, obviously. If you've been on my channel a while, you know this. I make faces throughout all my videos. I just really, really, really love this. I will actually put on those other primers first and then go in with a little bit of this where I feel like I need it for my fine lines. Okay, that was it for primers. Now I'm going to move on to like face powders, highlighters, bronzers, and all that good stuff. So I got the Patrick Star setting powder back in December. I'm in love with this. It is so good because it's not yellow, but it's not pink. It's like that in between. It's like a perfect shade. I couldn't even really explain it. It's not peachy. Is it peachy? I don't know. I guess you could kind of say it's peachy, but it's very finely milled. I'm getting it all over me right now, but it's really finely milled. I'm really enjoying it for baking underneath my eyes. It does such a good job, and I don't look dry. I don't have flashback in the camera. I hope that MAC carries this for a very long time, because if not, I need to like go and buy like 5 more before it goes out of stock, because I'm obsessed with this. So I bit the bullet and bought a Charlotte Tilbury face powder. Now I got it in the number 1, which is a little bit light. I could have went with the number 2, but I was too nervous. They only come in 3 colors, by the way, which is bizarre. Really bizarre. So it was 1, 2, or 3, and 3 obviously was going to be too dark for me because, like, I'm really white. Casper hair, yes. So I got number 1, and number 1, it can be a little too white in a sense. but it just leaves like a beautiful, silky, flawless, airbrushed look to your skin, and I really, really like that for setting like around my face where I don't bake. I just fluff it around my face, and I really, really like this a lot. In one of these boxes, I actually ordered the number 2 because I wanted the number 2, so that'll be in my unboxing. This here, I do believe I had talked about in my last haul video as well. This is the Hourglass Ambient Light and Luminous Light. I really, really like this. I don't know what it is lately with not wanting to look so matte in the face. I feel like I just look a little more youthful when I have a little something other than, you know, just straight up matte makeup going on, like a little dew, but not dewy. I don't want to be dewy, but I want to kind of look dewy, but not too dewy. Okay, we're getting out of hand here. So this has just been wonderful. This was actually a recommendation from Jaclyn Hill when she did that glowy sort of makeup look that she did. I can't remember the name of the title of that video, but she had said that this was good, and I was like, let me go get it, because I'd never bought anything from Hourglass before, and now I want to go and get more of these because I really, really like this. So that's been a favorite. I have 2 highlighters that, I don't know, I just tend to gravitate towards these 2 the most lately. The Maybelline Master Chrome, oh my god. This is the Molten Gold. So many people have talked about this for a while now, and I was just like, there's no way that that could be that good. What the hell was I thinking? It's amazing. I wound up buying all 3 of their highlighters, even though I don't really like the holographic one. I don't think I've ever even really used it. I use it for like an inner corner highlight sometimes, but not on my cheeks. I'm not feeling it. It's not the same formula as this one and the rose gold one either. It's different. But anyway, we're not talking about those. Here we go rambling. This one's beautiful. I absolutely am just obsessed with it. And you would think me being so white and putting this on my cheeks, it would look a little crazy. And I don't know, I could look really crazy, but I don't think I do. So I really like layer this on as a highlight. I don't have it on today, but this has just been so freaking good. And I just love the formula of these. I can't even, for drugstore, it's amazing. The next one is the one that I have on my cheeks and everywhere else today. This is the Amrezi. I think it's Amrezi. I don't think it's Amrezi. I think it's Amrezi. Okay, enough. So this is her highlight by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I ordered this the day it dropped on the freaking internet. I was like, yes, I need that. And then I ordered a bronzer as well, which is also in my favorites. But this highlight, and it's only $28. It's cheaper than most other highlights out on the market right now, which is so strange to me, at least higher end ones on the market. But it is just stunning. I did talk about this in my last video talking about the Benefit mascara. I had applied this and it was just, it's heaven. I'm not kidding. I've used this every single day for the past 2 weeks. I'm obsessed with it. So obsessed with it. It's beautiful. It goes with like every single look. It looks really good if you like dust it on your chest if you have more of an open shirt on. I'm obsessed with this. This is so beautiful, and I think it would look good on a lot of people. Maybe not super dark skin tones because of how light this is, but I think if you went in with a light hand and not too heavy, it might look like a nice little glow. But I'm obsessed with this. I actually want to already buy another one because I feel like I'm going to run out of this faster than all my other highlights, and I feel like I need to have this forever. And yes, my favorite bronzer at the moment, the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I am obsessed with this. This one here is in Rosewood. I love these compacts, by the way. These compacts are beautiful. They're like really good quality. I can't even right now. I don't even remember how much this was. I just was like having a heyday on the internet ordering shit. But I really like this, and you would think that this would look too dark for me, but I go in very, very light-handed with my bronzer brush and just dust it into where my contour is and around my face and my jawline and bring it down just a little bit. So I'm loving this. I kind of am contemplating looking at the other colors and trying to order another one. This was the lightest color I think that they had, so I was like, yeah, that'll definitely work for me, but it's beautiful formula. It's super pigmented though if you go in too heavy, so be very, very careful, because the first time I used this, I was like, oh shit, I looked a little crazy, so be very careful with these. Okay, now moving on to eyeshadows and palettes and all that good stuff. So, I have become obsessed with Dose of Color eyeshadows, which I think I've talked about the Marvelous Mauves and the Baked Browns in the past like a lot. Like those are awesome. And now it's Sassy Siennas and Blushing Berries. I cannot. Oh, I cannot. I love their eyeshadows. I love them. I have used these palettes so many times already. Like, look how dirty the inside is. I'm obsessed with this. I love how warm and beautiful and berry and pink this is. It's just so good in this black. Holy shit. Holy shit, is it good. Oh my god, it's wonderful. I love this palette. This one here, same thing. I'm absolutely obsessed with like really warm tone eyeshadows because it brings out my blue eyes big time. So many people will ask me every time I wear like orange and red eyeshadows, they're like, do you have contacts in? And I'm like, no, that's my eyes. It's because it just really makes my blue eyes pop big time. So I love this. The only shade that like I wish was a little different in this palette would be this one here, the second orange color in. When I'm blending it, it just looks like it kind of blends more of like a peachy tone and not so orange like it looks in the pan. But other than that, I love this. I'm not going to complain. They're amazing. They blend out so beautifully. Again, we have like another warm tone palette. This here is the Tartelette Toasted palette. I don't know, I was going like crazy on this for a few weeks. I really, really enjoy it. It's a little dusty, sorry. You know it's loved. Like I said before, it just really makes my blue eyes pop. That's why I'm so obsessed with these warm colors. And I love Tarte's eyeshadows. They're really, really good. This palette here, I just got in the mail a week ago. So normally, if you guys know, I don't like to talk about things in my favorites unless I've definitely been using them for at least 2 weeks. But I've used this every single day this week, and I'm obsessed with it. I really am. This palette is like the same formula as the Modern Renaissance. Now, Modern Renaissance is one of my favorite palettes. I absolutely love it. At first, when I looked at this, I was like, I don't really know if I'm into that color scheme. It's the eyeshadows I have on my eyes today. It is soft glam. That is what this is. If you are someone who just doesn't want to go in with like crazy colors or have to think about a lot, this is the palette for you. My mom, when I opened this, she was like, what the hell is that? And I was like, it's for my soft day looks when I don't want anything crazy going on. She's like, it's so boring. And I'm like, she just doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. She takes 5 minutes to do her makeup. So it's like, anyway. There are some repetitive shades in here as to the Modern Renaissance, but that's okay. I don't really mind. This mulberry color I'm obsessed with. I really, really like this bronze color. Sultry, meh, it's okay. I don't really like the way it applies. I have to use like a glitter glue or like a Fix Plus on my brush to get it to really pop, but it's good. I don't know, it's just really good for those days where you don't want to have to think about what you're going to do and you can just pop into a palette and be like, yep, we're going basic today. Because to me, this looks basic today. This isn't normally the kind of makeup I go for, but this palette is really, really good for those people who don't know what to do or what colors to pair, or if they're just not feeling like a crazy smoky eye or a crazy warm toned eye look. It's all right here. It's good. It's good to go. The last palette I'm going to be talking about is this one here by Morphe. This came out around Christmas time. I don't know if this is still available, if they still have stock on it or not, but this is like a really huge freaking palette. I can't stand how large it is, but I'm obsessed with everything inside of it. I've done so many different looks using this. I love how like more of the transition shades are in like a bigger form, so you get more of them because those are the shades you tend to use more of anyway. These greens here, I've done so many green eye looks lately with those, and I get so many compliments on them, and I'm like, man, I should really do more green eyeshadow more often. Like, I don't know why I don't. This pinky purpley beautiful shade here, I wish it was a little more milled better or whatever, because it can be a little chunky and it doesn't always want to blend out as nice as like say the Blushing Berries by Dose of Colors, but I really do enjoy this. Also, I'm not a fan of that orange. For some reason, I can't get it to work right. It just doesn't, I don't know. I haven't really used much of the blues. I don't do much blue eyeshadows because when I have blue eyes, it just kind of like washes me out. So, I don't know. I've just really been liking this palette. This here is one of the Tarte Chrome eyeshadows. Oh my god. I have every single one. I had to have every single one. I love them. This color here, though, is the one I tend to use the absolute most. This is Park Ave Princess. It's just so beautiful. Like, I cannot even. It's like that beautiful bronze look, and it just makes you look like your eyelids aren't, they're like not wet, but they look kind of wet, and they're like beautiful and glowy looking. I'm obsessed with these. And if you wanted, you could go in with an eyeshadow over top of these. I ordered the darkest color just for that purpose, so that I could put it down and put another eyeshadow on top of it to make it look like more of a dual chrome sort of look, if that makes sense. These here are the Cover FX glitter drops. So these aren't like the regular drops. These are like straight up glitter. You could use them as a highlight if you wanted to look really crazy. I don't think I would go that far. But I like to just put these all over like my chest area if I'm going out, so that I have like a little bit of a glisten and a glimmer to my body, and like glitter, of course, duh, because I want to be bathed in glitter all the time. You could put these on as like an eyeshadow or an inner corner highlight if you wanted. I really like them. They're expensive for what they are, but you know, we bite the bullet and do stupid stuff when we're obsessed with makeup and beauty. By the way, this is in the color Mirage. It's just like a white and a gold reflect to it. It's really, really pretty. I do have the other one with the more bluey purple to it, but that one I really don't use that often. This one I use a lot more. Maybe in the summer I'll use the other one. So I have two fragrances that I've just been like obsessed and loving. This one I was using a shit ton through like December through February. This is just so good. It's the Victoria's Secret Bombshell Nights. I don't know, I just really, something about this, I really, really like the scent of it. I do have the original Bombshell, and it's okay. It tends to repel bugs really well. If you guys didn't know that, mosquitoes don't like the smell of that. It's kind of weird. But this one has a little bit more of like a, I don't know if it's vanilla, something a little more softer and warmer about it. And I really, really, really enjoy this a lot. And then this one, when I got my last Ulta catalog, it came with a little flip open sample to smell, and oh my god, it was love at first sniff. I'm not even kidding. I love roses, and that's another thing that brings me back to Tennessee. So every time I spray this, I'm like, roses, Tennessee. I don't know. But this is the Pure Grace in Nude Rose. I love this. It's by Philosophy. I've never ever owned a fragrance or skincare or anything by this brand, but I'm obsessed with it. I just want to spray it right now. It just reminds me of my porch in Tennessee. I can't. My mom used to have beautiful roses that would like grow up like the lattice of our porch on the side of the house, and that's what this reminds me of. But it's not too rosy to the point it's like, oh my god, honey, why you have like roses on, you know? It's like a nice rose. I really, really, really enjoy this a lot. So this one I've been wearing nonstop for the past like 3 weeks, I think, since I bought it. Has it been 3 weeks? Almost 3 weeks, I think. Love this. Alright guys, that is going to conclude all of my favorites from December up until today. I am going to still call this my February favorites though, because people are going to be like, what the hell, December to today? That doesn't make any sense. So I'll title it for February. I know it was a lot of stuff to get through, but if you made it through this whole video, thank you so much for watching. I'm now going to try to charge this battery so that I can film this video of the unboxing of all the shit that I order all the time. I have like this problem. But yeah, I am going to get off of this camera so I can charge the battery so I can film my next video so that I don't fall behind on any more video recordings. I'm so sorry guys. I am trying to get better at this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button up in the corner, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Shut up.